Have you ever seen someone driving a brand new luxury car posting about their boss life, only to later find out they're drowning in debt? Yeah, that's not wealth. That's performance. Real wealth rarely shouts. It whispers. While many chase status symbols to look rich, true millionaires are out there playing a completely different game, in silence. They live modestly, avoid attention, and quietly accumulate assets while the world is distracted by who's flexing harder. Here's a truth most people never learn until it's too late. Wealth is what you don't see. It's not the gold chain. It's the $200,000 sitting in a brokerage account. It's not the Gucci belt. It's the rental property generating passive income every single month. And the most successful people? They've mastered something called the stealth money strategy. That means making bold financial moves, but under the radar. No clout, no spotlight, just intentional action. In this video, we're unpacking 10 stealth money moves that help everyday people quietly build wealth without ever needing to look rich. These aren't gimmicks. These are strategies used by silent millionaires, anonymous investors, and the financially free people living among us. Let's dive in. Stealth move number 1. Automate investments. One of the quietest and smartest ways to build wealth? Automate your investments. While most people argue over timing the market, real wealth builders make the decision once and let it run in the background. They don't log into their investment account every day. They don't chase hype coins or gamble on the next IPO. Instead, they set a fixed amount, maybe $200 or $500 a month, and automatically invest it into long-term assets. Think index funds, think ETFs, think dividend stocks. This technique is called dollar-cost averaging. It reduces risk by buying at different market levels over time, without emotion. It's boring, but it works. Here's the stealth part. No one sees it. There's no celebration, no IG post. It's invisible to the world. But while others are busy spending every dollar they earn, these quiet investors are growing a portfolio that becomes unstoppable over 5, 10, or 20 years. The richest people don't think in months. They think in decades. If you had auto-invested just $500 per month into the SP 500 over the last 10 years, you'd have nearly $100,000 today. Quiet, simple, and still faster than the guy trying to flip sneakers or trade crypto with every paycheck. Automation is freedom. It eliminates decision fatigue and builds wealth silently while you focus on your life, career, or business. And when the world crashes in panic, these quiet investors just keep buying unemotionally month after month. They don't need to flash, because the numbers speak for them. Stealth move number 2. Live like you're broke even when you're not. Do you want to know the ultimate flex? It's not needing to flex at all. Here's a truth most people will never admit. Wealthy people often live below their means, far below. Not because they're stingy or scared to spend, but because they've mastered one of the most powerful financial weapons, lifestyle control. When most people get a raise, what do? Upgrade their car, move into a flashier apartment, start dining at upscale restaurants every weekend. But stealth wealth builders? They do the exact opposite. They treat raises and windfalls as opportunities to invest more, not spend more. They delay gratification, not forever, but strategically. Let's take Warren Buffett, for example. One of the richest people on earth, yet he still lives in the same modest home he bought in 1958. No need for 12-car garages or diamond-studded watches. Why? Because he knows what real wealth looks like, and it's not loud. Living like you're broke isn't about deprivation, it's about discipline. It's choosing a used car over monthly payments. It's cooking at home while your peers rack up debt for Uber Eats. It's mastering the art of saying no to temporary dopamine in exchange for long-term financial domination. Remember, money saved is not just money earned, it's money invested. And money invested is money that multiplies. So while others are spending to impress strangers, the stealth strategist is stacking cash, acquiring assets, and quietly removing themselves from the paycheck-to-paycheck trap. That's not poverty thinking. That's power thinking. Stealth move number 3. Build private income streams. Here's a secret that wealthy people don't post about. They make money in ways no one sees. While others are focused on flashy job titles or side hustles that scream for attention, stealth wealth builders quietly develop private income streams, the kind that work even when they don't. Maybe it's an anonymous e-commerce store, digital products, real estate rentals, dividend-paying stocks, freelance work done under an alias or as a business. These streams aren't for clout, they're for freedom. You'll never hear them brag about it at a party, but they might be making $1,000 a week from a niche site about gardening, or pulling in rent from a duplex across the city, or earning royalties from a book they wrote once and never talk about. Private income is what allows them to stay calm during layoffs, economic crashes, or family emergencies, because they don't rely on one income. They built multiple small rivers that flow quietly into their financial reservoir. Most people chase salary, stealth builders chase systems. And here's the beauty of it. You don't need a massive audience or viral product. You just need something that solves a small problem for a specific group of people, and then systemize it. It could take time, sure, maybe months, maybe a year. But once it's running, it becomes the silent engine that funds your lifestyle. Rich isn't loud. Rich is waking up, checking your email, and seeing 3 new sales while you were asleep. And the best part? No one even knows you're winning. Stealth move number 4. Master the art of financial silence. In today's social media-driven world, talking about money has become a performance. People post screenshots of their earnings, flaunt designer brands, or announce every business move as if they're starring in their own reality show. But the wealthiest people, they follow a different code. Silence, precision, privacy. They've mastered the art of financial silence. That means not broadcasting their income, their investments, or their next move. Why? Because when you keep things quiet, you maintain leverage. You control the narrative, or better yet, you stay out of the narrative altogether. Think about it. When no one knows how much you make, you're free from comparison. When no one knows your goals, no one can sabotage them. When no one sees your wins, there's no pressure to maintain an image. This isn't paranoia, it's strategy. Financial silence also protects you from the traps of lifestyle inflation. If nobody knows you just got a $20,000 bonus or sold your side hustle for 6 figures, you don't feel the urge to celebrate in public. You just keep building quietly and intentionally. This doesn't mean you live in fear or secrecy. It means you practice selective sharing. Let your portfolio talk. Let your passive income talk. Let your net worth talk. Not your Instagram, not your circle, not your ego. In the world of real wealth, mystery is a superpower. When people can't figure out how you live so well, travel so often, or stay so stress-free, that's when you know you've mastered the art of stealth. Money loves silence, and silence, my friend, is golden. Stealth move number 5, use debt like the wealthy, not like the broke. Here's something schools rarely teach. Debt isn't bad. Misused debt is. We've been conditioned to fear debt, to treat it like a trap. And to be fair, it is for most people. Credit card debt, payday loans, car financing, that's the kind of debt that keeps people broke. But stealth wealth builders, they use debt as a tool. While others borrow to look rich, the wealthy borrow to become rich. It's not about flexing, it's about leveraging. Let's break this down. A poor mindset says, I'm getting a loan so I can upgrade my lifestyle. A stealth strategist says, I'm getting a loan to acquire something that pays me back. That's the difference. Bad debt is used to buy liabilities, things that lose value. Smart debt is used to buy assets, things that produce income. Real estate investors use the bank's money to buy properties that pay rent every month. Entrepreneurs use business credit to fund ventures that generate revenue. Even savvy creators use 0% interest financing to buy gear that helps them scale. And here's the key. They calculate the risk, have a plan to pay it back, and ensure the return is higher than the cost of borrowing. It's surgical, not emotional. When used right, debt becomes a wealth multiplier. But when used wrong, it's a wealth killer. Stealth money moves mean understanding that not all debt is created equal. It's not about avoiding credit. It's about using it strategically and silently without getting trapped in the consumer game. If you learn to make debt work for you instead of against you, you've just unlocked one of the most powerful silent tools in the wealth-building playbook. Stealth move number 6, hide in plain sight, blend in while you build. The flashiest person in the room isn't always the richest. In fact, they rarely are. Here's a principle the stealth strategist lives by. Power is amplified when no one sees it coming. While others chase visibility, the stealth wealth builder is mastering the art of blending in, hiding in plain sight. Why? Because anonymity protects peace, focus, and progress. While your peers are trying to be noticed, you're quietly saving 50% of your income, investing in income-producing assets, building skills that will 10x your future, launching faceless online businesses, networking in high-value circles offline, and nobody suspects a thing. There's no need for designer logos, motivational rants, or documenting your grind on social media. The quiet path is lonelier, but it's also safer and much richer in the long run. The concept is simple. Move like a ghost, stack like a king. You show up to your 9-to-5 job like everyone else. But what they don't see is that your side business is generating cash flow. You drive an average car, but you're maxing out your investment accounts. You still rent, but that's because you're using your capital to buy a rental property out of state. You're playing chess, not checkers. Because when you blend in, people leave you alone. No haters, no freeloaders, no pressure to explain or impress. You control your energy, you protect your vision. And by the time anyone realizes what you've built, it's already done. This is stealth wealth, not about fame, not about followers. It's about quiet power. And that power grows best in the shadows. Stealth move number 7, automate disappear, the passive income philosophy. Imagine waking up and realizing that your money worked harder than you did yesterday. That's not a fantasy. That's the result of building automated systems, a foundational principle of stealth wealth. We live in a world where the loudest people celebrate grinding 24/7. But what they don't tell you is that true freedom comes not from hustle, but from systems that hustle for you. This is where the stealth strategist separates from the average entrepreneur. The average person trades time for money. The stealth builder, they build machines. Here's what that looks like in real life. You create a digital product once and it sells forever on autopilot. You schedule content weeks in advance, and your audience grows while you sleep. You invest in dividend-paying stocks, and the payouts land in your account like clockwork. You build a faceless YouTube channel, and past videos keep earning, even when you're offline. Every move is made with one goal in mind. How can I remove myself from this process and still get paid? Automation tools are everywhere. Email, autoresponders, AI writing tools, social media schedulers, payment gateways, ad managers, affiliate programs. The infrastructure is waiting. Most people just don't know how to connect the dots. And here's the silent truth. Once you automate, you don't need to announce your success. Your life changes quietly. You spend less time in meetings and more time with family. You spend less energy chasing income and more time designing your life. You go from reacting to bills to preparing for legacies. The more you automate, the more invisible your success becomes. It's not about disappearing from the world. It's about disappearing from the rat race. No more hourly pay, no more endless hustle. Just value, delivered at scale, quietly. Remember, loud money is temporary, quiet money is sustainable, and sustainability is the real flex. Stealth move number 8, protect the bag, security over spotlight. You worked for it, you stacked it. Now the mission is simple. Protect the bag. See, making money is one skill. Keeping it? That's a whole other game. And it's a game most people lose, loudly. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The more you're seen, the more you become a target. Of envy, of opportunists, of scammers, of bad deals and reckless decisions. That's why stealth wealth isn't just about building. It's about protecting, shielding, securing. Let's talk about how stealth strategists do it. 1. Digital security first. 2-factor authentication on every platform. Unique passwords. VPNs for browsing. No financial bragging online. No showing off dashboards or payouts. Why? Because cybercrime is real. Oversharing is costly. Legal armor. Smart money is protected by LLCs, trusts, and contracts. You don't own things in your name, you operate through structures. Assets are protected. Liability is limited. It's quiet, legal brilliance. 1. Selective circles. The stealth builder isn't paranoid, but they're not naive either. They don't broadcast moves to random people. Their circle is small, vetted, and built on trust. They move in silence and stay alert. Insurance is wealth armor, life insurance, health insurance, business coverage. It's not sexy, but when life happens, it keeps you in the game. Stealth wealth builders don't take risks without safety nets. Say no. Often, most traps come disguised as opportunities. Bad investments, shady partnerships, lifestyle inflation. Stealth wealth is about restraint, turning down things that could cost more than they return, especially reputation. And perhaps most importantly, you don't let success become your identity. You separate who you are from what you've built. That way, if anyone ever tries to come for your money, they still can't touch your peace. Because stealth isn't just a strategy, it's a shield. The less people know, the safer your wealth is. And in a world that rewards overexposure, privacy becomes your power. Your money doesn't need an audience. It just needs a plan, a structure, and a vault. Now you've seen the full playbook. Stealth money moves that aren't taught in schools, not hyped on social media, not handed down in flashy TikToks or billionaires' podcasts. These are the quiet levers, used by the rich who don't want to be seen, who don't need applause, who aren't chasing hype, because they're busy chasing ownership, control, and peace. Let's recap in silence. You build multiple quiet income streams. You invest in high-value, in-demand skills. You trust boring, predictable money over trendy plays. You keep your lifestyle below your means, always. You master smart debt like the rich do. You hide in plain sight. Blend in, move like mist. You automate and disappear, systems over hustle. You protect everything, because preservation is power. None of this makes headlines, but it makes generational wealth. Now here's your challenge. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Start building your stealth plan now. Because while others flex today, you're setting up tomorrow. And if you want more blueprints like this, subscribe. No fluff, no guru talk, just real actionable strategy and stealth. Tap that notification bell and join the strategy to start making power moves without the spotlight. Because remember, power that's loud is temporary. Power that's quiet, that's legacy. This is Stealth Strategist, and we don't just talk money, we move it silently. See you in the next video.